Do you often find yourself worrying about what others think of you during conversations? Do you replay chats in your head to see if you might have said something wrong? If so, you're going to find today's video helpful. It's called Social Anxiety: How to Stop Being Socially Awkward. We're going to look at easy ways to focus your attention and feel more at ease when you're with other people. By practicing mindfulness and learning to focus on what's happening around you, you'll find it easier to join in on conversations and social events. Make sure you watch till the end, because you'll learn valuable tips to help you interact more naturally. If you stick with us, you'll see that handling social situations can become much simpler. Consider showing some love for Luxo-Life, and let's get started. Number 1. Shift your focus outward. When you focus too much on your own actions, you tend to become awkward. This is true whether you're talking or walking. Let's try a simple experiment to illustrate this point. While walking, if you consciously think about every step, for example, now I'll move my right foot forward, now lift my knee, now relax my leg, now place my foot down, first the sole, then the heel. You'll notice that your walking becomes unusually clumsy and awkward. This happens because overthinking disrupts the natural flow of your actions. Instead of getting stuck in your own head, try shifting your focus outward. What does that mean? It means paying attention to what's happening around you, rather than constantly analyzing how you're coming across. When you immerse yourself in the environment, noticing the sights, sounds, and people around you, you naturally become less self-conscious. It's like stepping out of your own spotlight into the bigger scene unfolding around you. Imagine you're at a party and feeling a bit out of place. If you keep worrying about how you're being perceived, you might end up feeling even more awkward. But if you shift your awareness outward, start noticing the music playing, the conversations happening, or the decorations around you, suddenly you're not so focused on yourself anymore. This shift in attention can work wonders in reducing that uncomfortable self-awareness. The key is to be present at the moment. Instead of replaying scenarios in your head or anticipating what might go wrong, try engaging with what's happening right now. Maybe it's observing the expressions of the people you're talking to, or noticing the interesting details in your surroundings. By actively participating in the present moment, you naturally become less preoccupied with your own insecurities. Number 2. Use body language effectively. When you join a conversation, how you use your body language can make a big difference. It's like a silent way of communicating that shows others you're interested and open to talking. Open gestures, like keeping your arms relaxed and not crossed, sends a welcoming signal. They say, "Hey, I'm here and I'm approachable." Eye contact is another important part of body language. It shows that you're paying attention and engaged in the conversation. Nodding along with what someone is saying is a simple way to show that you're listening and agreeable. Imagine you're talking to someone who seems closed off, arms folded, avoiding eye contact and looking away. It can feel like they're not interested or don't want to talk. Now picture someone who's smiling, making eye contact, and nodding as you speak. It immediately feels more inviting and encourages you to keep talking. That's the power of using body language effectively in your conversations. Using open gestures and maintaining good eye contact helps create a positive atmosphere for communication. It lets others know that you're approachable and interested in what they have to say. When people feel comfortable and welcomed by your body language, they're more likely to feel at ease and open up in return. It's a subtle but effective way to build connections and make conversation smoother. So next time you find yourself in a conversation, pay attention to your body language. Try to keep it open and inviting. Relax your arms, maintain eye contact, and show that you're listening through nodding or other positive gestures. You'll be surprised at how much this simple adjustment can improve the dynamics of your interactions and make it easier for others to connect with you. Number 3. Acknowledge when interrupting. Interrupting someone during a conversation can sometimes be necessary, but it's important to do it politely and respectfully. Acknowledging that you're interrupting shows consideration for the other person's thoughts and helps avoid creating an awkward moment. You can make this interruption smoother by using a simple phrase like, "Sorry to jump in, but..." This lets the other person know that you value what they're saying and you're not trying to disregard their contribution. Imagine you're in a group discussion and you have an idea or a question that can add value to the conversation. Instead of waiting for a long pause or just cutting in abruptly, you can politely acknowledge that you're about to interrupt. This small gesture shows that you're mindful of the ongoing conversation and respectful towards the speaker. It helps maintain a positive atmosphere and keeps everyone engaged without causing discomfort. Acknowledging when you need to interrupt is all about being considerate and maintaining good communication dynamics. It's a way of showing empathy towards the person speaking and recognizing their right to be heard. By using a polite phrase like "sorry to jump in," you're demonstrating that you understand the importance of respectful interaction, even in the middle of a lively discussion. Think of it as a way of navigating conversation smoothly. Just as you wouldn't barge into someone's house without knocking, interrupting a conversation without acknowledgement can feel abrupt and rude. By using a brief and polite phrase to signal your intention to speak, you're respecting the flow of dialogue and showing sensitivity towards others' viewpoints. In social settings, acknowledging when you need to interrupt can make interactions more harmonious and inclusive. It prevents misunderstandings and ensures that everyone feels valued in the conversation. Remember, good communication is not just about what you say, but also how you say it. Number 4. Connect with receptive people. If you often feel socially anxious, it can be really helpful to connect with people who understand and are sensitive to social cues. These are the folks who pick up on subtle signals and are more likely to make you feel comfortable and accepted in social situations. When you interact with the people who are attuned to your needs, it can make communication less stressful and more enjoyable. Seeking out receptive individuals means looking for those who are good listeners and empathetic. These are the people who genuinely care about others' feelings and are considerate in their interactions. When you engage with such individuals, you're likely to feel understood and supported, which can boost your confidence and ease any social anxiety you might be experiencing. Think about the difference it makes when you're around someone who makes you feel heard and valued versus someone who feels indifferent or uninterested. Connecting with receptive people can create a sense of safety and acceptance that allows you to be yourself without fear of judgment or rejection. It's like finding a supportive anchor in the sea of social interactions. Building relationships with receptive individuals doesn't mean avoiding others or forming exclusive circles. It's about recognizing and gravitating towards those who naturally make you feel more comfortable and understood. These connections can serve as a source of encouragement and empowerment, especially when navigating challenging social scenarios. Number 5. Let others initiate conversations. In social situations, it's perfectly okay to take a step back and let others initiate conversations. You don't always have to be the one starting every interaction. Allowing others to take the lead can actually help reduce your stress and give you the chance to feel more at ease in the environment. Imagine you're at a gathering or a party where everyone seems to be engaged in conversations. Instead of feeling pressured to jump in and start talking, give yourself permission to observe and let others initiate interactions. This can take off some of the pressure to perform and allow you to relax and gradually ease into social interactions. When you let others initiate conversations, it shifts the focus away from feeling like you need to constantly prove yourself or impress others. It's about allowing natural interactions to unfold without forcing yourself into every conversation. This approach can be particularly beneficial if you tend to feel anxious or self-conscious in social settings. Giving yourself the space to not always be the initiator can also open up opportunities for more genuine and meaningful connections. When someone else takes the lead, it often leads to more relaxed and authentic interactions. It allows you to respond naturally and contribute to conversations in a way that feels comfortable and genuine. Taking a backseat and initiating conversations doesn't mean you're being passive or avoiding social interaction. It's about being strategic and intentional with your energy. By conserving your social energy and letting others take the lead at times, you're giving yourself the chance to engage more comfortably and confidently when the right moment comes. Number 6. Accept silent moments. In conversations, it's important to recognize that pauses and silent moments are completely normal. You don't always have to rush to fill every gap with words. Embracing these silent moments can actually make the conversation more comfortable and natural for everyone involved. When there's a pause in a conversation, it doesn't necessarily mean something is wrong or awkward. It's an opportunity to reflect on what has been said or to allow others to gather their thoughts. Sometimes, these silent pauses can lead to deeper and more meaningful exchanges. Trying to fill every moment of silence with chatter can actually add unnecessary pressure to a conversation. Allowing for silent moments can create a sense of ease and relaxation, allowing everyone to feel more at ease and less rushed in their communication. And that's how you Luxo lovers can become more comfortable in social situations. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up and share how you handle social awkwardness too. If you know someone who struggles with this, consider sharing this video to offer them some helpful tips. If you're new to Luxo-Life, subscribe and hit the notification bell so we can stay updated with our latest content. See you in the next video, Luxo lovers!